Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween Party is one of my favorite special events at Walt Disney World. It happens every single fall throughout September, October, a few days in November, and a few days in August, and usually it costs between $75 and $135 for the one night. And a question that many of us have asked ourselves, is it worth it to buy the $300 party pass, which gives you access to all of the parties except for Halloween night? Now today I'm going to tackle this question from two different perspectives, from the financial perspective and from the logical for you perspective. Let's tackle the easy one first, the financial. If you go to the party more than 3 or 4 times in one year, it's worth it right off the bat, especially if you go to one of the more expensive parties closer to Halloween, $115, $120 parties. It becomes worth it really quickly. However, there is a flip side to that. If you go to the Halloween parties in late August, early September, when the parties are less expensive, maybe $75, $70 per person, and you go to 3 of the parties, maybe it's not worth it for you. So do the math, figure out what days you'll be there and how expensive the party ticket will be on that specific day, because it does vary depending on the time of year. Now that's the easy answer. If you go to Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween Party more than 3 or 4 times in the year, then it will make financial sense. The more difficult question, is it right for you? Now I know when I say that you may be thinking to yourself, Michael, if it makes financial sense, wouldn't it make sense for me? Yes, it would, but if you're not the kind of person who loves Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween Party and wants to do it again and again and again, then even if it does make financial sense for you, it doesn't really make sense for you. For example, if you love Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween Party, you cannot get enough every single time, you want to stay till the end and experience everything that it has to offer, then I would say right off the bat, it's worth it. It is worth it so that you can go and pop in and experience one part of the party one night, take some great pictures another night, just do trick-or-treating another night. It's so much fun to be able to relax and see what you want to see instead of feeling rushed like you have to see as much as possible in the 1 or 2 nights. Now if you like the party but don't love Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween Party, but you do plan on being at Walt Disney World over the course of maybe 5 different party nights and think you would get use out of it, then yes, I would also encourage you to get the party pass. It's just going to save you money. But let's say you like Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween Party, but you don't want to go more than once or twice during your adventure or throughout the year. Then for you, I would say it is not worth it and I wouldn't recommend it. Now thinking about myself for a moment, is it worth it to me? I would say absolutely. How do I know that? First of all, I've got 10 wristbands so far. Over the course of just this year, we've been 10 times. And the season is not over yet. I'm hoping to frame these later on so I can remember all the parties that we've been to. But it did make sense for me. I love just being able to go over, pop into the party for a moment, grab a bag of candy, see the parade, and then make my way out. I don't feel like I have to stay until 12 at night every single time I'm there because I've already prepaid. It definitely makes sense for me, but that being said, I cannot see myself going to every single Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween Party over the course of the year. It makes financial sense. I would definitely buy it. I'm glad that I have it, but going every single time to every single party, to me, it would just get a little bit too repetitious. But that's just me. I know friends who have been to every single Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween Party this year using their party passes, so it really depends on you. Now for the big question, would I buy it again if it was offered again next year? That's an easy answer. Yes, I would. To me, it makes a lot of sense. I love popping in and out. It really is a fantastic adventure. Now that being said, if I was still living in Washington, D.C. and I was coming down to Disney for the fall, maybe for a week trip, maybe even a 2-week trip, would I get the party pass then? Honestly, probably not. It's not that I don't love Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween Party. I've said it before, I will definitely say it again. I love it. It's just that there are so many things to do at Walt Disney World, like the Food and Wine Festival, and experience those resorts, and go on rides and experience nighttime shows all around the world. It doesn't make as much sense to me to go maybe 7 times over the course of 2 weeks to experience every single party possible. Now, it really depends on you. Maybe if you're going to 4 different parties over the course of 2 weeks, then it would make sense. You just got to consider what makes sense for you. Now, those are my thoughts. I would love to hear from you. Did you get Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween Party Pass this year? And if so, do you love it? And maybe you didn't, and you're thinking about it, thinking if it makes sense for you, and now you're thinking maybe you'll do it next year, or maybe it's just not right for you. Let me know in the comments below. I would love to hear from you. Thank you so much for being a part of the magic with me. Until next time, have a magical day.